All right, what's up, everybody? So today we're doing our Pokemon type tier list number three. So this is Generation 3. We've had two installments already with obviously Generation 1 and 2. Both were amazing videos. We had such good dialogue in both of them. I know Gen 2 is arguably considered one of the least inspired of Pokemon designs, yet, still had such a great time. I don't know about you, Jay. But
Yeah,
that had a good time making those
I did.
videos. We were torn on a lot of different picks throughout both videos, but we
Hmm.
ended up coming up with a good decision, I feel like, for each type. Um, but I'm ready to get into this unless you have something to say before we get started.
No, no, I think you can. Some people could argue our list so far, but I think for the most part they're really solid. So I'm
Yeah,
happy to hop right into it if you're ready.
yeah, I mean, and also real quick, like
Hmm.
obviously these picks are subjective. Even you and I have had somewhat differing opinions in certain categories, but
Oh yeah.
we always reach an agreement. Just because there seems like there are some objective things that can be compared between two of our picks, whenever we're torn on a certain category, and I feel
Hmm.
like we usually come to the right conclusion.
Oh yeah.
Um, but other than that, I'm ready to get started if you are.
I am as well. All right. So
All
normal type.
right. Normal type.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here.
Definitely some good stuff here. Definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Um, I will just to say
Hmm.
most underrated here, Zangoose.
Zangoose. Yeah, I was gonna say I think Zangoose is a pretty cool one. Um,
Hmm.
I've gotten him a lot in some random battles with
Yeah,
he's got oh gosh, why can't I think of I think it's guts maybe when you get like either
I think
toxic or
so.
poisoned and you get
Your
like
attack
a
raises.
yeah. Hmm. So, yeah, pretty fun. Pretty
Yeah,
fun
fun
Pokemon,
Pokemon.
cool
Definitely don't
design.
think he's a winner here, but I just wanted
No.
to shout him out.
Mm.
Um,
Um
man,
X-Cloud, it's kind of cool looking. I always
he
kind of
is.
liked him. He's nothing too crazy though,
Yeah, not
unfortunately.
nothing crazy. Swallow. I guess somewhat solid bird Pokemon, although they have released in later gens so many bird
Way
Pokemon
better.
that, yeah, exactly, way better.
Mm.
Um, to me, I feel like the vote here could either go to Slacking or Vigoroth.
Yeah.
I include Vigoroth just because of the Eviolite.
Mm.
But what do you think?
I was gonna say I figured you were gonna say slacking, but quite honestly, I like Vigoroth's design a lot better than Slacking's.
Yeah, I do too.
So I do like slacking. Very cool concept. Too bad like it's such a pain to like try to make him work competitively because
Uh,
he's got
yeah, and
box art stats basically. Like he's
right.
insane. Like but
Yeah, but like even in like the single player part of the game, it's hard to really enjoy slacking because
mm,
double battles are few and far between, so there's not much you can do like working off of another Pokemon to try and like switch his
yeah,
ability or
no.
something.
Yep.
So
True
yeah,
is not fun at all.
not at all.
So I'm
Um
I'm happy with Vigoroth. I like his design a lot, and we know what he
yeah,
turns into. So
yeah, exactly. And honestly though, for me, without the Eviolite at play, I don't think I would pick him.
oh really?
Yeah, but I mean, I do like his design better, but I also like, thinking of utility and how good the Pokemon actually is as
Hmm.
well in these decisions. And with that Eviolite on Vigoroth, I mean, he's a monster.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, try
um,
to real quick just to throw some more stuff out there. I always thought
yeah,
Delcatty was like a knockoff Espeon for some reason. Didn't really like it.
yeah, yeah.
And then I do like Zigzagoon and actually Lanoon.
Hmm.
Lanoon's always pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think it gets Belly Drum. Might be wrong, but and huge power. I think might be wrong, but I don't know. Still cool nonetheless. But I'm
yeah.
happy
And
with. Go ahead, my bad.
isn't Zigzagoon the Pokemon where like you can encounter him and not be able to catch him, and he can be shiny in that encounter?
I think so. I think you're right.
I
Yes.
Yeah, so that's I've seen videos on that before of people like literally finding that shiny Zigzagoon or if that's even the right Pokemon I'm thinking of, but
I
whatever
think you're right.
Pokemon I'm
Yep.
thinking of, them finding the shiny version and literally not being able to catch it.
Hmm.
But
That's
yeah,
rough.
very rough.
And then
But I think we have reached an agreement here. Lot of good choices here, but overall, I think we should go with Vigoroth.
okay, I'm happy with it. Definitely very much so. Okay, so we've got fire. All right, this huh.
Well,
To me, there's a clear, well, there's two here that I really like. There's a third one that's like an underdog for me, but
mhm.
uh,
My two would be Blaziken and Camerupt.
mine would be Torchic and Blaziken. So
Okay. I would definitely say Blaziken over Torchic.
that's fine with me, 100%.
Not just because Final Evolution, but also because I like the design.
I agree with you.
I really don't even know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at Blaziken, but it's cool.
It is very cool.
So,
He is very cool. I
it's
would say
pretty good fire starter.
he's probably my favorite firefighting starter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I'd say so, honestly. I
Wait,
know.
wait, 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 wait. More than Infernape?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I don't know. I've always been a water type lover, so,
Okay, gotcha.
but
Well, hey,
Infernape is
that's
cool.
why
He's
we
very
have our
good.
opinions.
Yeah, definitely. Infernape is cool. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're all like the three firefighting startings. It's like I think Blaziken's like a 9.5,
Mm-hmm.
and then Infernape and then Emboar are like only like a 9 and an 8.5 to me. But we'll get to that
See,
later.
okay, yeah. For me, Emboar 7.5, Blaziken 8, and Fernape 9.5.
Okay. Yeah. So I
But
mean,
I
that's
mean
fair.
they're all up there.
Mhm.
But yeah, Blaziken sounds good to me.
Yeah, I will say Torkoal, he's an absolute beast in VGC usually. So
Is he?
yeah, like you look at Torkoal and you're like that thing does nothing, but he
Right.
sets up the sun, and I think it's eruption. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have like a trick room team, he can just
Oh,
absolutely
faster
like
than
yeah
everything.
yeah he can like
Yeah.
3 turn wipe win the game pretty much. So
Hmm.
pretty cool. But
Yeah.
Blaziken definitely is better. So
It's nice getting good offensive utility out of a Pokemon like that with a
yeah,
strategy
it's
like you
pretty
just
cool.
described.
Yeah, I like trick room. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Water. Oof. That's a lot
Water.
of them. There we go.
A
That way you can
lot
see
of
everyone. There is
Pokemans.
a lot of good things on my screen right now.
Oh wow. Okay. This might take a minute.
Yeah.
Um.
Do you want to just start at the
Ooh.
beginning?
Yeah.
I love Mudkip. He is adorable. He is just a good boy. Like it.
Yep.
I, I think everybody loves Mudkip. I know a lot of people like this is one of their favorite gens, so it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
choose their favorite. But I don't think
It
that
is.
anybody already really says that Mudkip is a bad design starter.
I've never heard anyone say they don't like Mudkip, and if I
Mhm.
ever did, that person will not exist on this plane of existence anymore.
He's just such like the whole line. Well, I don't know. Marsh Thompson, he
Yeah,
drifted off the path a little bit, maybe.
yeah, yeah, he did. He went down the wrong aisle, and his parents it took his parents a while to find him, but they finally
Yeah,
did.
yeah. But then you go back to Swampert, and then Water Ground. Oh,
Epic,
Swampert
epic,
is. I
epic.
love Swampert.
Good typing, good
Hmm.
typing. I mean, grass hurts, but other than that,
No,
yeah,
no other weaknesses.
yep.
And then,
Um,
honestly, I I like the whole Lotad Ludicolo line.
yeah, for me, I never was a huge fan. I mean, Ludicolo's solid, but
Hmm.
like when I'm looking at this whole list, Ludicolo kind of gets lost to me.
Yeah, he does. I
Um,
guess I just wanted to say it. I like
so
their
yeah, at
line.
least recognizing
Yeah.
what they are.
Hmm.
For me, I want to just go ahead since there are so many. I want to go ahead and kind of get my top picks here to narrow
Go
it
for it.
down.
Go for it.
And I'll see if you agree at all.
Hmm.
So definitely Mudkip slash Swampert, up
Hmm.
there. I would say none of the second row.
Okay.
I would say Waylord for sure.
Hmm.
Um, Whiscash and Crawdont, they're cool. I think Whiscash is Whiscash ground as well or no?
Yeah, he's water ground as well.
Yeah, water ground. Okay,
Or
so
no,
yeah,
wait. Yeah, he is.
so
Barboach isn't, I believe.
right. So good typing there. Crawdont, I just think Crawdont looks cool. I think that's the coolest design they could have done with a crab.
Yeah, I had a lot of like Crawdont cards from that set,
Hmm.
and I liked his design a lot, man. He
Yeah,
hits pretty strong too.
he
Like,
does. He does.
I know
Um,
you said nobody in the second row, but Pelipper is I not. And I just want to say it real quick. Pelipper is really good and competitive, and then I think Sharpedo is pretty cool. But I
yeah,
am in
Sharpedo's
agreement with
cool.
that. Like, I wiped that grow clean.
Yeah, yeah. Let's wipe that out.
Hmm.
But third row, I would say definitely Wailord.
Yep.
Fourth row, 100% Milotic and Walrein. I
Yes.
know Milotic did. I believe Cynthia, the champion of the Elite Four, has had a Milotic.
Hmm.
And for some reason, to me, next to her Spiritomb, her Milotic gave me some issues, man.
Hmm.
So, and it's just a beautiful Pokemon. So much utility. It's so versatile the way you can use Milotic.
Hmm.
Um, Walrein, just a big beefy boy. It can be a wall, can be offensive, whatever you want. Just kind of like Milotic.
Hmm.
So I definitely think they should, be in this final list that
Yeah.
we choose from.
Yep.
And then the bottom row, I really like Huntail and Gorybus.
I
Um,
think they're cool as well. I
yeah, I
do.
think they're cool. I mean, like personally, I don't think I'd ever use one when,
Hmm.
there's so many other Pokemon to choose from, but I do think they should get at least a shout out. Cool
Yeah.
designs. Um,
I think that's what I was
Relic,
trying to do with everybody earlier. Just wanted to shout them
yeah,
out.
yeah. Relicanth to me, kind of gimmicky in a sense. Never really used him that much, but I never wanted to either. Maybe you
Hmm.
have more experience.
No,
Um,
I like the backstory on how they thought it was actually like an extinct animal,
right.
and then they found one actually in the Indian Ocean, and then that inspired the Pokemon. I thought that was cool. But
Wow, I didn't know all that, but
yeah,
yeah, that is cool. Love disc, little heart, cool, I
get it out
guess.
of here. No,
But
get it
yeah,
out of here.
whatever, get it out of here. And then Kyogre obviously goes in the list. So
I
for
yeah.
me, it's Kyogre, Walrein, Milotic, Wailord, and Swampert and Mudkip.
Mhm. Um, to me, if I were to narrow it down to I gosh, that's hard. I think
It's hard.
Milotic. I want to give it the Mudkip, but I don't know.
The whole vote.
Like I yeah, I mean I don't know. I think Kyogre's my favorite here, honestly. Like I remember like seeing like a trailer I think for Pokemon Sapphire and Emerald and like just seeing like Kyogre for the first time. I was like
Hmm.
that thing looks insane. Like to me it was just like when you think of a legendary Pokemon, it's supposed to look like super powerful, but
Hmm.
Kyogre just looked like primordial. Like if you were to
Right.
say like that was like the first thing in the sea, I would believe you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yep.
Milotic is really good. The whole Mudkip and Swampert are good, but
Hmm.
they're dual types. I do like Walrein, but I actually like one in his line better than him. But
Really?
yeah,
What is that?
I love Spiel. Uh,
Why is that?
I don't know. I've just always like looked at that thing and just been like, I love this thing. Um,
Feel it looks like with Feel, if you kicked it, it would never quit rolling.
yeah, and actually, like when they came out with Legends Arceus, he literally the way he moves is he just rolls around. I don't know if you've ever
Hmm.
seen a clip of it, but it is
I have.
absolutely hilarious.
So my assessment is correct.
Yeah, he literally just like he
Nice.
like kind of flops until he turns in the direction he wants to go, and then he just starts rolling straight forward towards it.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I know that's like an off pick, but
Right, right, right.
yeah, but
Um,
so
well, I would say get Walrein out the mix.
Yeah.
Get Wailord out of the mix. Although,
Yeah.
got to shout out Wailord, biggest Pokemon of them all,
Hmm.
biggest, goodest of boys.
I do love
Um,
Wayward, but I mean like the legendary that is like a highly regarded one is also a whale in the same generation as him. So it's like,
yeah. Um, so Kyogre, Milotic, and you know what? I feel like between Kyogre and Swampert and or Mudkip, Milotic doesn't compete to that degree.
I would agree. I do like
Um,
Milotic, but the whole
per
feed
and
ass like obtaining it thing is so annoying.
yeah,
So,
yeah, it was annoying. Personally though, for me, I always like Groudon more.
hmm
I love Kyogre, but I always
hmm
liked Groudon more. So just for that, for me, I would go with either Mudkip or Swampert, and it sounded like Mudkip is your favorite, and I would be cool with that.
see, I'm willing to give this to Swampert if we. I think for me, Mudkip's my favorite starter in the whole
Hmm.
thing. So
Hmm.
that's up to you. You choose out of the two. I'm happy with either. We can make it work later. I'm not gonna stress
I
about it.
say we go with the little good boy and pet Mudkip.
Mudkip.
Yeah,
Awesome. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
perfect.
All right. Let's move
Grass
on to
type.
grass.
Okay, good stuff here. I want to say the coolest looking to me, and I've always thought he looks so cool, is
Mhm.
Shiftry.
Shiftry.
Yes.
He is very cool.
I think he is one of the I think he is the coolest looking grass type. Especially, because his part he's part dark, right?
Yes.
I think he's the coolest grass dark, even over Meowscarada.
hmm
Um, but personally, for me, my favorite right off the bat, and this might strike you silly, is Cradilly.
Cradilly. I thought you were gonna
Mm-hmm.
say Tropius, but
Nope.
I actually really do. I do like Cradilly. It's a very different Mon. Like I feel like
It
we haven't
is.
really gotten anything like it.
We have it, and like obviously the look of it very different, but also the utility behind Cradilly is so unique.
hmm
And I just think it I don't know, to me, love it. Um, but then I look at Sceptile and I'm torn because Sceptile to me is probably the coolest grass starter.
Is he? I actually I don't like I love Sceptile, but I don't think he's my favorite.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't blame you. I know that's
mm,
probably a far fetched
no,
opinion,
no. It's no,
but
he's definitely up there. I think I like Trico actually better than Sceptile, but I definitely know I like Sceptile more than Cradilly. The only thing that's
okay.
like actually I really don't think anything to me is as good as that whole starter line in this category. Like
That's fair.
mhm. Like
That's completely
Shiftry is
fair.
he's cool. I love his design, but just he's
Mm.
so underwhelming in what he does,
He is
unfortunately.
very underwhelming. I wish, you know what? I wish he had an evolution.
Yeah, like just take C dot,
Hmm.
absolutely kick him across the planet, get him out of here,
Yep.
and just
Yep.
evolves Shiftry.
Hmm. Yep.
Breloom's also kind of a cool pick as well, but he
He
doesn't
is a
deserve
cool
it.
pick.
He's
No, he doesn't. Probably
no.
one of the weakest punching Pokemon.
hmm
Um, but to me, like, there's also a soft spot for Grovyle because of the anime.
I will say
Because
Grovyle is a really good middle stage,
yeah,
like
he is. He's probably the best looking middle stage.
one of them
Um,
for sure. I definitely in
yeah,
this generation. Definitely
yeah,
in this generation.
and I think about like he was so prevalent in the anime. Like there
hmm
were so many episodes of Ash and Grovyle, so I think that deserves a little showtime here in our video as well.
Hey,
Um,
I'm looking. We have a final initial, and I'm not mad at putting grass for the middle stage if you want.
let's go. I think we should do that, and we
All
did
right.
we did that with Ivysaur too. That's funny,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm down for that. I think Grovyle probably one of the best looking middle stages of a
Mm,
starter evolution lineup.
definitely. Very cool Pokemon.
Awesome. Let's go
All
with
right.
that.
Let's move to electric. Oh.
Electric.
Um I know exactly. I think Minetric's really the only one that matters here. But if you have something
Yeah,
to
and
say,
I used Maynetric when
mhm.
I played the games. So, I think yeah, I think we should vote for him.
All right, I'm happy with that. Sorry.
Cool.
Plus, some of mine are just they're like the worst Pika clone to me.
They are. Yeah, they need to go hide in a
Yeah, they just don't do
cave.
anything.
Nah, they don't.
No. All right, so Minetric. All right,
Ice.
Ice. Ooh. Okay. I would immediately. Steel is my favorite here by like a good margin, but I'm willing to hear you out on anything you have to say.
I don't have any close ties to any. Well, other than I just like Walrein, but other
Hmm.
than that, I mean, I think Glalie kind of cool looking, other than his buck teeth. Regice was my least favorite Reggie.
Yeah,
Um,
worst shiny ever. You don't even. I don't even think you can tell the difference. It's terrible.
wow, yeah, get that out of here then. Walrein, I'm sorry, buddy, but we might have to go with
I
your
do
OG
like
version.
Walrein. I do like Walrein. He's a cool guy, but I just
Hmm.
to me like Sfeel is just awesome. Like I just want to pick him up and dunk him. Like play beach
Yeah.
volleyball with him or something. You know what I
Well,
mean?
look, you know what? I'm about to dunk him into this ice box right now, and he's
Boom.
gonna be our favorite.
He's mine. I'm happy with
Boom.
that, honestly. Super happy with that.
All right, fighting type.
Fighting type. Okay.
Okay.
Um
Um,
uh I never really loved Hariyama.
I didn't either.
I like
I
Iron
don't
Hands.
really, I don't really like anything here,
I
other
no.
than Blaziken. But we
Yeah.
already voted Blaziken.
We might have to again. I mean, unless you want to give it the Breloom. I do
If
like
we vote,
Breloom,
well,
but
if we vote Blaziken here, what do we have in the fire types again?
let's go back.
Uh,
Nothing. To me, I don't see anything that I like over
ooh,
Blaziken.
I don't either. All right. I don't know.
Yeah, like nothing here is good. Like I guess
Mm-mm.
we could Hariyama. He's probably the if we were. I don't like Combuskin. He's
No,
he literally looks like
putrid.
yeah, like I said, I know Breloom's pretty viable competitively in VGC, so like in the
Mm-hmm.
double battles, because he's got like Stun Spore and he's got a bunch of good utility stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And he's
Uh,
pretty fast.
yeah, he's kind of cool. I mean, flying
I,
type
I
just
think.
Okos him, but
Oh, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I like his design. I think it's cool.
mhm.
He, like you said, he's got some utility. I think he's probably the best option from this list. So other than Blaziken.
Yeah,
Um, so
Blaziken definitely wins this, but we just don't want to
yeah,
have like the
yeah,
same guy
two
over and over.
Blazekins.
Yeah.
Yep,
All right,
yep.
Breloom it is.
Breloom is
Okay.
poison.
There's only two I care about here.
That would be Swalot.
No, I but actually there's really only one because there's one that evolves later that I really like.
What? Roselia.
Yeah, I love Roserade, and
Yeah, I
then
love Roserade.
but Roselia's nothing super special to me. And then I
Hmm.
like Seviper. I think Seviper's cool.
I think Survivor's cool. I just
You don't like him?
other than Glare, which is the best paralysis move.
Oh, it's
Um.
useless in competitive.
Oh well.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
ah, Man, I don't know. I wasn't expecting us to have categories like this where we can't decide what even a good pick is for Gen 3.
Mhm.
I
I
thought
mean,
that would be Gen 2.
yeah. I mean, to me, I think if I were to pick, I would pick Seviper or Roserade. I don't like Swalot or Gulpin. Like,
I would
but if you
yeah, I
have,
mean I don't like their designs or anything.
mm,
I mean Roselia, I mean, you can put a little Eviolite on there and maybe it'd be all right. No, I don't know.
Then,
I would say just because it can evolve into Roserade, which is an amazing option, uh, we should give some love to Roselia.
okay, perfect. All right, let's
Ground type.
do
All right,
ground
here we
type.
go. Ooh, think I know mine. Well, obviously Groudon is sick, but
Mhm.
if we're not gonna pick a legendary, I think I know what mine would be from here.
Um, go for it. I think I know what it is
Mine.
too.
What do you think mine is?
I'm gonna say Flygon.
That is correct.
Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I think it's although it has wings, I like that they didn't go with flying dragon. I like that they went with ground dragon.
Mhm.
I think it's a pretty cool, uh, you know, two types.
Mhm.
Although ice obviously just destroys.
Mhm. I mean, so does
Um,
Flying Dragon. It does the same to Fly Dragon. So,
True, yeah.
but
Um, but I don't know. I just really like the look of Flygon. I think they nailed it. I think
mhm.
after Vibrava, like that's just the perfect way they could have designed its evolution from that.
Mhm. And I love
Um,
Trapinch too. I don't know why.
yeah, yeah. Trapinch is cool too. He's a little goober.
Mhm.
Finding him in the little sand dunes in the game.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, for me, you know, I mean, I like Groudon more, but I don't want to pick a legendary right now.
Yeah,
Um,
there's gonna be one that I'm gonna fight tooth and nail for coming up, so I'm okay with not picking Groudon. I
okay,
don't
cool.
I don't actually love Groudon either, if I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest. I'm
I
really in
got you.
the yeah, but I do love Flygon, so I'm happy to pick
Okay,
him.
perfect. Let's do it.
Okay, flying types.
Lying. Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
in this one, there's really this is gonna sound wild, but there's really only one that I desperately want as my pick.
Okay, so before you tell me, mine would be Salamence, but I feel like he might win Dragon. So I'm gonna put that on the back burner. Um, for me, other than him, I feel like I'd have to pick a legendary on this one.
Yeah, I
And I
mean,
think it'd have to be Rayquaza.
yeah. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
sound crazy, but I don't really love Salamence. He's kind of
that's
goofy
fair.
looking to me,
Hmm.
and just Rayquaza is arguably like design wise, he might be one of the best dragons we've gotten. I think.
Yeah, like a flying Leviathan,
Yeah.
but dragon form. And
It,
dude, yeah, I mean the whole like getting to him in the game, like where
mhm.
he is, and just I don't know everything about the battle and his design and everything is just sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've managed to stall out this far for a legendary. This actually wasn't even the
Yeah,
one I was gonna fight tooth and nail for, but
really.
yeah.
Okay. Well, oh, is yours Deoxys?
No, actually it's not, but it
Okay. All right.
yeah,
All right. Well,
it's coming up
I won't
soon.
say anything else. I won't say anything else. All right.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Rayquaza, 100%
Rayquaza. Yeah.
pick.
Okay.
All right.
Psychic
Psychic.
type.
Holy moly. Okay.
There is a lot of good picks in this
Oh,
category.
yes, there is. Oh gosh. Okay, so personally,
Hmm.
since I just mentioned Deoxys, I just want to say, okay, I may get like burnt in the comments for saying this,
Hmm.
but to me, Deoxys was never like something I wanted. Like I never
Oof.
really cared for Deoxys. I think the
Oof.
story behind him's cool.
Hmm.
Um, I think the lore is cool, but as far as the design and everything, I just wasn't a fan,
Hmm.
you know?
That's
Um,
I love his design. I think he's really cool. I love the forms, but he's not my favorite.
yeah.
There's a regular one that I see here that I like better than him. But there's also
Okay.
two other
Well,
legendaries that I have way
yes.
higher up in regard.
Yes. Metagross obviously is the coolest regular non-legendary here.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously got to throw some love to Gardevoir. Um,
Yes,
I
very
think
good.
Gardevoir is a very, very solid psychic and now fairy type, right?
It is, yes.
Um, Latios and Latias, okay. I have something to say about them.
I'll hear you
So,
out. I'll speak after.
okay. So, for them, and this is like, this kind of gets personable too, not in a weird way or anything, but,
Yeah.
um, so for them, obviously I'm into the trading cards,
Hmm.
and there's this card where they're like, it's hard to explain, but they're like kind of facing each other and they're curved in a way to where the middle of them forms a heart.
Hmm.
And it's the sickest looking card with two legendaries on it. And I
Hmm.
still haven't gotten it because I think it's like over $100 right now.
Yeah.
Um, but it's so sick. And the personable part is um, our two kittens that we have. We
Hmm.
got a photo of them like almost doing the same thing, like bird watching out
Oh,
the window. So it like I don't know, like it just
mm,
reminds me of funny enough of Latios and Latias when I see that picture.
that
So
is funny.
just wanted to kind of tell a story in a sense, but
Mm.
what do you have to offer with your dialogue?
Latios and Latias, well, I love them both. I think they're uh, top five legendaries for me. I
Mm-hmm.
like Latias a lot better. I loved that movie in general.
Dude, I was about to
I
mention that too.
I absolutely loved that movie. I was like a kid when that thing came out, and like I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely loved them in it.
Me too.
Um, Latios might be my favorite Pokemon, honestly, in this entire. Latias is definitely my favorite Pokemon in this entire generation. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
I would
Okay.
say like, but I also do love Jirachi. I don't know what it is. I just kind of like. I have something for like mythicals. Like I just love them, like
Mm-hmm.
the mystique about them. And I thought
Yeah.
Jirachi was always just a super cool design. And I
Mm-hmm.
love Serene Grace, where he can just Iron Head you stab and just have like a super high chance to just flinch you over and over again. It's so
Yeah.
annoying.
Absolutely. It's dude, and Iron Head, I swear, has more than a 30% flinch chance. Like, come
As
on.
it is, yeah. And then you get Serene Grace as well. You feel like you're running
Mm-hmm.
like an 80% flinch rate when with
Yeah.
Jirachi. It's insane.
Yeah.
But
I will say with Jirachi too, like the only reason well, I like the design, but like the biggest reason I like Jirachi is from the movie. Funny enough,
yeah,
and I
exactly.
just think that was a man. All those movies back like in those early days of Pokemon, they were all like legendary.
They were really good. That like,
Yeah,
but
but
I will say I do like Metagross as well. Metagross is really cool. I love Gardevoir as well.
mhm.
Not for
I
the
think
same reason
Metagross.
that most people do, but
What's your reason?
oh, no. I'm just because I think it's a cool Pokemon, not for
Oh,
like the
gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah. Metagross for me, love is shiny,
Yes, very
thick
good.
shiny.
Hmm. Very sick
But
shiny.
ultimately, you know, I feel like when I look at this list, and because obviously you know how I feel about Deoxys,
Hmm.
um, I feel like I would probably also have to lean towards either of the Lotties, and for you to say Latias is your favorite of the whole generation, I am
Hmm.
100% cool with picking him or her.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep.
Yes. All right. Make me happy. That was my one that like I'm gonna die on the hill for. So
Cool.
sounds good to me. Okay. Let's do some
Bug.
bugs.
Bug type.
Okay. Immediately there's three that I like a lot, and the rest I kind of don't care about.
Okay, mine is Shedinja over
Yeah.
everything.
Yes, he is. That one is my number one, but I also do love. Oh my gosh, is it Amaranth and Amadr? I don't remember their names, but
Armor, yeah,
yeah,
Amaranth and Arm something.
Amadrilla or something like that.
Armadillo
I
or
think they're super sick, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
I agree.
Shenenja definitely wins though.
Yeah, for me, man, this is I mean, Shedinja is just like obviously like one of the biggest gimmick Pokemons of all time.
Hmm.
And it doesn't even have a gimmick form. It's just it is a gimmick. But
Yes.
I just think it's one health and it looks cool. Like it looks like the I don't know all the lore behind it, but it looks like the dead form of Ninjask, and
Oh,
it's like a shell of it.
I can tell you the lore.
Yeah, what's the lore?
So Nincada is designed after a cicada, and cicadas
Mhm.
are they live underground for like 14, 15 years, and
Yeah.
then they come up, and that's in the summertime. You like that like
Hmm.
chirping, and actually when they come up, it's because they're actually like they like metamorph, and they don't really
Oh,
turn into like a whatever Ninjask. Ninjask looks more of like a bee cicada hybrid, but
yeah.
they actually on all the trees they leave behind like an empty hollow shell, and that's why when
Oh,
Nincada evolves, if you have space in your party, you'll also get the empty shell. So that's why I love. Why am I forgetting
that's
his name?
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's really really cool, and just the whole gimmick, like the Wonder Guard.
Yep.
It's literally the perfect for
Very creative.
exactly yes. So
Yeah.
I definitely give it to him.
And I think most people would also pick the same.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
All right. Rock
All right,
type.
rock
Okay, for
types.
me, clear between two.
I'm gonna guess Lily
Well,
on one.
no, 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 not anymore.
Oh, all
Nope. And
right.
actually, it might not even be between two anymore because one of the two would have been Reggie Rock, but he's not even my favorite Reggie.
Mm-mm.
So for me, it's one.
I'm gonna say probably Aggron.
Yes. And because I think there is something special because he's not even a pseudo, right?
He's not. No, I think he's only 540-ish BST.
I think there's something special about a non pseudo having a stat that can be over 500.
That's fair. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's.
because it can get like 500 for defense or something
Mhm.
like that.
I think that whole line in general to me is a very underrated line. I love Aaron. I
Hmm.
love Aggron. I love the Larion. I love like just the whole progression of them.
I do too. It's the perfect encapsulation of an evolution line. Like
Yes.
they really nailed how something in Pokemon should evolve.
Hmm. I really
Um,
wish they were Steel Dragon instead of Steel Rock because their
that's
viability
fair.
just absolutely plummets because of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will agree with you. I definitely think that's the
He
right
just
pick.
looks so sick,
He
dude.
is. He is so
I think
sick.
yeah, he's one of the coolest designs in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I will
Cool.
happily pick Aggron. Let's
Awesome.
see. Ghost type.
Okay, obviously we picked Shedinja, but I think Shedinja was a good bug type pick. So,
Yeah.
for me, okay, I'm sorry I keep mentioning the freaking Eviolite,
Hmm.
but Dusclops with the Eviolite
Is a
is
menace.
the best Pokemon with that item.
Hmm.
1,000,000%.
Design
Um,
wise, I like Duskull a lot better, but
that's
I'm
fair.
happy with giving it to either of those two on this.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean the other three, Bayonet's cool, I guess.
Eh.
Sableye, I always thought Sableye was ugly. Never liked looking at it.
My problem is
Um,
they're just like what's their point? Like we have
yeah, what's their
three.
purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many ghost types that are just like clearly better.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
why even use those? So,
Like none of
um,
them evolve. It's just like to me it makes no like. Or does Shuppet
yeah.
evolve into Bayonetta?
Uh, yeah, yeah, I believe so.
Does it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't
Hmm.
know. Even still, to me it's like a senseless line. I
Yeah.
mean, Sableye's decent. He's got a bunch of like gimmicky priority stuff because of
Hmm.
Prankster, but
Yeah.
uh,
But yeah, I think you're right in your how you said Duskull is probably the better design technically, but I still
hmm,
think Dusclops is pretty cool. I like how he just has hands attached to him, like no arms.
he is creepy.
I don't really know what those big sideburn things are, but I still think he looks cool, has a lot of really good utility, and especially and I promise I'll quit talking about the Eviolite, but with the Eviolite, he is one of the best walls, I feel like.
Oh yeah, he's the perfect use case for
Hmm.
Eviolite. So definitely a valid argument and a valid pick.
Awesome.
All right,
Dragon.
Dragon. I mean,
So for me, since we picked Latias, I know for you, you'd probably want to pick Latios, and for me, I'd want to pick Salamence.
well,
Um,
honestly, like if you weren't here, I would just pick Latios again. But
really?
I'm okay with picking Salamence. He's not bad.
What? Well, how do you feel about Altaria?
Um, I feel like Altaria would be a really nice middle stage evolution.
Yeah, okay. I pretty much see what you're saying. So
Yeah,
screw Altaria.
yeah,
Get that thing out of the mix. We already picked Flygon, Vibrava, Bagon, Shelgon. I don't really have any attachment to them, but for me, like I think Salamence is like the coolest, one of the coolest things that could come out of Shelgon in an evolution.
yeah. That whole line
Um,
makes I don't like that whole line. Like, I guess it's just not like I know Dragonite from Dragonair and Dratini doesn't make a ton of sense, but I don't know. That one to
mhm.
me is just like,
Yeah, I can see that. For me, I just really like Salamance's design. I'm on the
mm,
opposite end of the fence there.
yeah,
Um,
no, he's pretty good. Like, I'm not like most dragon types to me are usually higher because it's one of my favorite types, but he's like a
mhm.
7.5 for me. So I'm not like saying I don't like it. I'm just saying like
Yeah,
for for a
there's
dragon to
many
me he's
dragon types that
hmm
you would much prefer.
yeah, but I'm
And
I'm not
I
mad
would
at it.
agree to that though. I would agree to that.
hmm
Like for me, I can think of three off the bat: Garchomp, Baxcalibur now, and Haxorus.
Haxorus,
Um,
yeah, I can keep going, but yeah, I'm
yeah,
with you.
yep. But honestly, I'm cool with either Salamence or we vow not to pick the same Pokemon twice for these regular categories, so I'd be cool with Salamence or Latios.
Mm. Uh, I do like Latios, but like I'm okay with giving it to Salamence over Latios. I think they're pretty much about even and about how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I'm good with Salamence. I like
Okay.
Salamence as I think that it looks right being there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
Dark type.
So dark types. For me, clear winner by a million miles.
Yeah, Absol, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've always loved Absol's design. Think it's underrated. Deserves
Mm-hmm.
more love. Um, yeah, I love Absol,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even want to talk about the others.
No, I mean the only thing here that I kind of like is Groudon, Sharpedo, and Shiftry,
Yeah,
but even still, they're not in the same category for me.
they're not. Absol
No,
is just one of a kind.
it really is. It's sad that honestly like he's not stronger because he's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, but I will say there's something special to me about like the Pokemon they add in the mix that don't get an evolution, don't get a baby,
hmm
version of it. It's just its own thing, and I
Oh yeah,
think that's just there's something cool about that.
no, definitely, definitely. I just wish, like I said, I just wish he had just a little more going for him, and he
Right.
would be so much higher. I feel like,
Well,
but
maybe
design
Gen
wise,
10.
maybe,
You know.
maybe, but definitely design wise, very, 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 very good.
Yep.
All right,
All right.
Absol.
Deal. Well, for me, I know
Deal.
my pick.
I'm gonna guess you're probably gonna say Reggie Steele.
Yeah.
Yeah. I,
Yeah. I mean, I would be torn honestly if you were to mention Metagross, I would go with Metagross. But for me, I think Reddish Steel is the winner. I just always thought he was the coolest of the three
mhm.
originals. Um, but I'd be down to hear your input.
I was gonna say I my favorite on this list is Jirachi by like a decent margin, but
Okay.
I also think Metagross sitting at the top steel type for Gen 3 it just feels right with me. I do
Yeah, it
Reggie
that
Steele
would
is my
feel
favorite.
appropriate.
Yeah, Reggie Steele is my favorite original 3.
Mm-hmm.
Um I don't know. To me, the Reggies were like I think like how you got them in the games was super cool, but to me they were just always
Kind of
underwhelming.
lackluster for the
Yeah.
effort you got to put in.
hmm
Yeah, for to me, and I don't even know how I can explain why I think this, but to me, the Reggies kind of feel like the Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf.
That's fair. I think that's
Like in
fair.
the sense of how you find them, and then in the sense of like personally to me, just kind of a little lackluster compared to the effort you put in and
hmm
how they're included in the game. So
Yeah.
you know what? I think that's a good way to describe why you probably wouldn't pick Reggie Steel for this, and I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And you do mention Jirachi now. For some reason, I wasn't even like noticing Jirachi when I
Hmm.
first opened this. He's just such a small little boy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would be torn between Metagross and Jirachi. You're right when you say Metagross. It seems like it would be fitting to put him there.
Hmm.
Um, but I feel like more of an attachment to Jirachi with the movie and how cute of a little guy he is.
Hmm. To me, like I have the way I like Jirachi more than Metagross, but in the
Hmm.
same time, Metagross is the only other pseudo to not have dragon type, and he's the only pseudo to actually not even look like a dragon at all, which is
That
the only
is a good assessment.
it's the only
Um,
thing that like kind of like 50-50 exacts the two for me. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I would like to add, he's also one of the, at least I feel like he is. I may be forgetting about some steel types, but other than Reggie Steel, I feel like he's one of the few steel types where you look at him and you're like, yeah, that's a steel unit of a Pokemon. Like,
Mm,
I feel like steel, like there's a lot of well, I know Metagross is psychic steel, but there's a lot of like steel type combination Pokemon that look more like the other type than they do steel.
that's fair. Like
You know what I
Jirachi.
mean? Yeah, yeah, like Jirachi. I wish I could think of more off the cuff, but I'm brain farting. I just know there
No,
are steel types that look more
yeah,
like the other type.
no, I agree with you. Metagross is a pretty good embodiment of a steel type. I really
Hmm.
want to give it to Jirachi, but I think Metagross deserves it more, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
As
do
much
it.
as I love Jirachi, Jirachi
Uh,
wins in my heart, but Metagross wins
yeah,
for the sake of
Jirachi
like,
gets the people's vote.
yeah. No, I think Jirachi gets our vote, and I think the people's vote is Metagross.
Is that what you want to do?
No, no, I think we give it to Metagross.
Okay.
Metagross is a very cool design.
Yeah,
He's
I
he's
agree.
like an iron psychic spider. Like what?
Yeah,
That's
it's like a
sick.
spider with four of its legs chopped off.
For pendulum. I don't even know what they are.
Who knows?
For
Pillars.
beldum legs.
Yeah, yeah. Its legs are Beldums.
Yeah, pretty much. All right,
All right.
Metagross, fairy
Yeah,
types.
fairy types.
I
Clear winner here.
Yeah, Gardevoir.
Yep,
I
Gardevoir.
I think I just click on Gardevoir. Nothing
I
else here
used
is.
I used the Gardevoir on Pokemon Scarlet.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's such a good
It's solid.
Pokemon. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's one of the best like dainty like feminine psychic types that I think we've ever gotten. And
The my only complaint with Gardevoir is I can't tell if that's an ear or if that's its mouth.
where?
Where like the ear is like, it's just kind of weird looking. Like her
Oh
hair
God.
like over
Oh,
her eye, and
don't
then
mention that. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I that's definitely the side of her face. It's supposed to be like an emo like comb over kind of thingy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's her hair. Like that's just one eye and like I think she has another eye.
Oh
Like
gosh.
yeah.
Okay, I kind of want to quit looking at her now because I don't want to
I,
like change my vote.
yeah, no, no,
So
no, she wins. She wins.
yep, she wins. All right. Starter. Favorite starter. Okay. So
Mm,
for me, and especially after hearing your decisions with some of our picks on some of these Pokemon we picked,
yep.
if we were to go with grass, I would go Grovyle. If we were to go to fire, I'd go Blaziken. And if
Mm,
we go water, I'd go Mudkip. So I'd go with, a different stage for, each type, depending on what we pick.
mm.
So Mudkip, Grovyle, or Blaziken, in my opinion. But what do you think?
How about let me propose this. How about
Okay.
Mudkip wins the starter overall, and we go back to water really quick, and we change it to Swampert, just because Swampert is he's my favorite
Okay.
final. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
That's fair. Yeah,
Is
that's
that are
fair.
you
And
okay with that? Is like
yeah,
that fair?
because starter, you think of when you first get it. So I
Well,
think we vote Mudkip.
well, not even
And
like out of these nine, Mudkip is my favorite.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't
Okay.
like. I kind of like what we did with Charizard and Totodile. Like they both won their type and the starter, and to me, it's just like
Hmm.
I do think Swampert like deserves to win something, even though
Yeah,
I
I
like
agree
Mudkip
with that.
better.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think we should do that.
you're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I think people would be happy with that too,
Mm-hmm.
because they're
Okay.
both they're really good. I like them a lot.
They are.
And pink shinies, like I like it.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
No. Okay. So gimmick. This
Gimmick
one's about to be
forms.
huge, as in
Okay.
like
Okay, well,
hard.
how about this? How about first we try and decide what is the coolest looking or most improved Pokemon based off of the form we see.
Okay. Well, I will immediately say, um, I like the glow up of the three legendaries a lot. Kyogre got way cooler to
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
Groudon got like Groudon actually like I like that design because to
And
me original Groudon's kind of underwhelming to me. I know I'm like in a
mm-hmm,
small majority there, but
mm-hmm.
to me it really makes him feel like primal, like I thought
Yeah.
for Kyogre initially, and then for Mega Rayquaza,
Rayquaza is the most insane looking
yes.
thing, like in a good way.
And I will say like. For you know how like competitive singles work where it's like Ubers like
Mm-hmm.
OU
Yeah,
UU.
yeah, yeah.
Mega Rayquaza was the first Pokemon to be so strong that they had to make a new tier above Ubers.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
So
insane.
so
Wow.
take that for what you will. As far as
Yeah.
let's put those three on the side for now. Let's look through the
Yep, yep,
rest.
yep. Okay.
Um.
I want to say to me,
Mhm.
other than them, the coolest and or most improved that I see are Absol.
Mhm.
I think Absol looks incredible.
Yes.
And Altaria. I think what they did with Altaria looks pretty cool.
Mhm.
Um, well, you know
Dragon
what? I don't
Fairy.
know.
Dragon Fairy as well.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, that
Crazy
deserves
glow up.
something. I think Absol I like more than Altaria.
I do as well.
Um, I think what they did with Mawile is pretty cool. They actually utilized the big thing on the back of its head and made it like a real part of the design.
And they gave it huge
Um,
power.
oh gosh.
And it's very
Okay.
steel, the best typing
That
combo.
is insane.
Yeah, it like out of all of these, like I
Wow.
would probably, if we weren't gonna consider legendaries, I
Yeah.
would say I think I agree with you on. I think Absol. Like I wish that's what Absol originally looked like, and it would be so
Mm-hmm.
much higher for me.
Yep.
The Dragon Fairy for Altaria, like it feels like it actually got an evolution that it deserves.
Right.
And then Mawile, like I feel like Mawile should just be like that in general,
I
and it
agree.
would be
Like
so
it
much
should that
better.
should be its evolution.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
just delete the original one and just copy and paste that into the file, please.
Yeah. Please.
hmm I do
Um.
love Mega Gardevoir's shiny is one of the most like beautiful shinies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very very nice. She has like the same color like dark tealish hair, but she has
Mm-hmm.
like a black dress. Oh, it's so
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is cool. The starters, I don't like any. Well, I like Sceptile, but other than him, I don't like Blaziken or Swampert's design.
I don't like Swampert. Blaziken's not bad.
Uh,
I don't
it's
like
all
the
right.
Christmas tree on Sceptile's tail.
I can't unsee that now. I did
Yeah.
not see that originally.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. I think Blaziken's the coolest.
Yeah.
Um, Aggron, disgusting. Glalie, disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't really like the Latios, whatever.
No, I hate how
Um,
they just look so similar.
yeah, I don't
I
like
hate
that.
that a lot, honestly.
Um, Metagross, I get it. It seems appropriate for his mega, like levitate its legs, but I think original design is better,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
He also has like another four smaller versions of his legs on his back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't like it. I don't. I mean, I like it, but I don't think it deserves to be in the
no, it's
consideration.
not like drastically better,
Mm-mm.
and you could argue it's not better. So, Salamence, that feels like the only thing they could have done with his mega. So, kind
I
of
don't.
underwhelming.
I don't like it. I like
No.
the paradox form of Stalmance more than his Mega,
Mm-hmm.
like by a good amount. Um,
Well,
I think I either say for mine, I think I would go. Either Absol or one of the legendaries.
I agree. For me, you know, I would pick Rayquaza over Absol.
Yeah,
You know,
Rayquaza's just
I
insane. It is.
Yeah, I because with Kyogre and Groudon, they mostly didn't really change their designs, really, just added some, colors and stuff.
I
Rayquaza, they altered its design big time.
I will say Kyogre get is shiny. Actually, both of their shinies, whenever they are in the primal form, is black instead of Kyogre was pink and
Ooh,
Groudon was like a limeish
yellow.
green. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the greenish. I'm pretty sure they both turn all black for their shinies. I need to double
Ooh,
check, but it they
that's
look good.
dirty.
They look very good.
Yeah, that's dirty.
But I think yeah,
Mm.
so does Rayquaza also turns all black. So it's yeah, Rayquaza just
I would, yeah. Ooh, okay. Then yeah, definitely Rayquaza over Kyogre and Groudon, and then I think Rayquaza over Absol because yeah, the Absol looks amazing, but at the end of the day, when you really dissect it, they didn't change much. They just kind of added wings in a
mhm,
sense. With
mhm.
Rayquaza, they kind of altered its entire look, and I think it looks amazing. Like Rayquaza already looks amazing, and then Mega Rayquaza like just upper echelon like top tier. Um, and I think I would vote for Rayquaza.
Yes, I would agree with you. I just sent you their shinies though, if last minute just to see if that would do anything else for you.
Ooh, and you said Rayquaza is the same?
I will also send Rayquaza. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rayquaza
Yep,
wins. Just give it
Rayquaza
to
it is.
Rayquaza.
Cool.
Okay.
Favorite legend? You
uh,
know what? You know what? I'm cool with it because, like we've said with the Reggies, lackluster compared to the effort. Deoxys, I'm not a big fan. You know, I would be cool with Latias over Jirachi. Kyogre, I'm not the biggest fan. Groudon, I do love. Rayquaza, obviously, we both love.
mhm.
But if Latias is just your favorite, like by far, then I am completely cool with picking Latias.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to. Like I said, I look at this list and like there's a lot of great designs here. Like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like nine pluses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I just Latias and Latias's little like jet engine plane design and then on top of like just the attachment I have from a kid, like I would be so happy to click that.
That's completely fair. And I'm so fine with that. We just have to be prepared to get roasted in the comments because
Yeah.
there are Rayquaza stands
hmm
who are going to
I,
be watching these videos.
I'm just gonna say, like original Rayquaza is super cool, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mega Rayquaza just takes him and just elevates him so much higher that it's like it's hard to go back now and know that we're just stuck with regular Rayquaza
Yeah,
to
you
me.
know what? It's funny you say that because, I'm looking at regular Rayquaza right under the Mega, and
hmm It's
now
it's
it's
kind of
almost like,
underwhelming. Yeah.
yeah,
Like I
that's
hate to say it,
crazy.
as crazy it is.
Wow, okay. Yeah,
All right.
I'm cool with Latias, man.
I do like Shadow Lugia a lot, but to me, I don't even consider that in the
No, I don't
conversation.
consider
That's more
that.
of like a
Not at all.
gimmick to me, I think.
Yeah,
But
that's from the Coliseum like game, right?
yeah, the Gale of Darkness,
Yeah,
I
Gale
think.
of Darkness. Yeah.
hmm
Well,
All right.
Latias it is, and I know what your favorite would be, but here's my thing.
hmm
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at this list.
The the only one I would even like, but there's two that I would like. One's more of a meme, honestly. The Spheal would be a
Field,
meme pick. The only other one that I like look at and I'm like, I do
Mega
really love.
Rayquaza.
Uh, yeah, that or maybe even Mudkip. But I don't know. Latias is just definitely my number one, like by a good margin here. But I'll hear you out if you are you.
Well, to me,
Mm-hmm,
especially considering I don't have a lot of experience with the megas and everything.
mm-hmm,
When I look at Mega Rayquaza really for the first time today,
mm-hmm.
I think that's just such a sick design. Like
It
for me,
is.
it would be hard to pick Latias over Rayquaza, but I
Mm-hmm,
completely understand your sentiment towards Latias.
mm-hmm,
But if we were to just kind of want to just meme it up and go Spiel, then I'd also be cool going that route. But um,
I
because
do.
like if we were to pick Spiel, and then like 3 videos from now, people are kind of looking, up into our earlier gens, and they see Spiel as the favorite, they would want to watch this video and be
Yeah.
like, how?
Oh yeah. And
Um,
like I really do love Spiel's design, but
yeah, I mean, simple to the point, cute, you know. Um, but
this is
yeah,
hard for me.
man, this.
I'm just gonna let you pick.
Oh
I
gosh.
can't. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, cause I would not be. There's so many Pokemon actually on this list that I would be okay with if they won. Like, obviously, if I was just doing my own list, I would insta click Latias. But there's also like 5 or 6 others that I just keep looking at. And I'm like, I wouldn't be mad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't
Oh
be mad
man.
with literally any of our starter picks. I literally wouldn't be mad at Spheal, as funny as that sounds. I wouldn't be mad at Flygon. I wouldn't be mad at Rayquaza. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be mad at Metagross or like Gardevoir. Like it. There's just.
Well, okay. How about I don't think we, you know what? I don't think we should be able to pick a gimmick for favorite. So let's just get Mega out of there. You know what I mean? I think our favorite should be a
That's fair.
legitimate favorite for when the game was out, for things
Yeah.
you can only get in that game.
Yeah. I agree with you. I
So
think
let's,
like, and we can't ever get a Mega ever. I mean, realistically, probably won't ever get a Mega again. You know what I mean?
right.
So.
Yeah, so let's then kind of narrow it down, kick that option out,
Mhm.
which for me would definitely kick regular Rayquaza out at this
Mhm.
point.
Yeah.
Um,
As
and I
crazy as
would
that
be
sounds.
cool. Yeah, I know. And I would be cool with Latias or Spiel.
just
And
just please just choose for me. I can do this for you in the future if you ever need it. I just
okay.
I really
Um,
do love like if they ever made like a Spheal plushie and it was
mhm.
$500, I would like no doubt buy that like without even thinking about it. I could have be like $700,000 in debt and I would just be like, yep, throw it on there.
Yeah.
But Latias is
Um,
probably like my favorite
as
one or
as
two.
much as much as I'm torn, like, because I want to be selfish in the sense of memeing it with Spiel, and when
Hmm.
I say selfish, I mean like to try and get more views eventually on this video.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
don't. I would feel so like I don't even know the word. I feel like if we were to pick Spiel over Latias, that would just be a punch to the gut for so many people,
mhm,
especially considering that those people that would be hurt by that decision probably wouldn't even pick Latias. They'd probably pick Rayquaza or something else. So,
mhm.
I feel like we should go Latias.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
How about this? Should we change legend? Because Latias literally, but it's all right. How about this? We go back to psychic and we give it to Jirachi.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine. I definitely think Jirachi should get a vote somewhere, and that would be an appropriate spot for Jirachi.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
We're sorry
So,
with all the switch ups, guys, but this is Gen
hey,
3
well,
is
if
such a
they've
good
watched
gen.
through this video, they would completely understand our reasonings at this point.
Yeah, after hearing
Um,
out all of this so
yeah,
far.
yeah. So, I think Latias gets the final vote.
I am extremely happy with that because I look at our 3 favorites that we've collected so far, and
Yep.
I can easily say that they are all within probably my top 5 favorites of all time. So
Wow. Okay. I don't know what mine would be, but that would be a very good video that we can make.
definitely, yeah, no,
Um,
maybe one of them might drop out of top 5, but I know 2 of them
right.
definitely are.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Um, wow. Okay. Well, that felt probably like our longest video yet.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm
Um,
looking at it.
I am happy with these picks. Gen 3, much harder to decide than Gen 2, and that is very, very surprising to me. I, it makes sense now when I look at some of the typings for Gen 3, it makes
Mhm.
sense. But when I was thinking about it, beforehand, before we even did Gen 2, in my head, I was like, yeah, Gen 2 is going to be a slaughterhouse. Like, it's going to be so hard. And then Gen 3 is probably going to be a cakewalk. But it was
Mhm.
the complete opposite for me.
Yes, I think this the best way to like kind of like make sense of this is like Gen 2 was like the first like follow up to a game, and it felt like honestly like the second half of Kanto. And then I think
Yes.
Gen 3 is really where they formed the formula of
The
like,
formula. Yep.
yeah, of each generation gonna have us this formula of like almost starting from zero, starting fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it so hard because it's the first time that they were able to replicate that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you described it perfectly. Like there was something just so perfect about Gen 1.
Hmm.
I'm sure they spent so much time on those designs and everything. And then, like you
Oh
said,
yeah.
Gen 2, they were kind of trying to figure out their path. They were, seems like they probably struggled a little bit with some of the designs.
Hmm.
And then Gen 3, it's almost like they kind of started from the ground up again and said, "All right, look, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna figure out our formula and we're gonna follow it going forward." And that's exactly what seemed like happened for at least 4 or 5 generations after generation 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
Pretty much
so
since then, except maybe Gen 6. Gen 6 was kind of weird, but
it was weird. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I am completely happy with this list. um
it's a good
Guys,
list.
yeah, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about our picks.
Hmm.
Obviously some of these might be a little controversial, like this little guy right here in the ice box. Um,
Nah, nah. Everybody loves Spiel. No, no hate.
um, but yeah, please let us know what you think. Let us know if we're just flat out wrong with some of our opinions, and if we should be crucified over this. But
Drop
but
some comments. Well,
yeah,
let's get the
yeah.
conversation going.
Yeah, let's
We'd
get
love
some
to hear what you guys
conversation
think.
going. Yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what generation you're most excited for.
Definitely.
Um, Let us know if these tier lists are something you're looking forward to. Even some different tier lists after we complete this one.
Hmm.
Just give us some feedback. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how you like these videos. And until our next one, I guess we will see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.